Hello, hello, hello. Hi, I'm Keisha Bailey, financial expert and wealth coach. Welcome to Profit Jumpstarter. This is a channel where we're dedicated to helping you achieve financial security and success. We share tons of financial education videos so you can learn how to build wealth faster. Money with say. But of course, knowledge is nothing without implementation. So make sure you're taking action on all of the valuable financial knowledge that I am pouring into you. Be sure also to hit that subscribe button. Hit it now. Stay up to date on all of the educational videos that I'm going to be sharing. Also, boss, we want to uplift our entire community about personal finance. And building wealth is the thing. Building wealth is sexy. So do me a favor. Share this video with all the persons you care about, all of your money friends. Tell them about Profit Jumpstart and our videos so that we can improve their financial knowledge as well. And all of us can make some big money moves together. That's what we want. Money, we say, this is the money side. So I bought my first house in my 20s. And boy, me did afraid. I was very scared. Who was I to be buying a house so young? Remember, I told you guys that I didn't grow up with money. And owning a home was one of my biggest dreams. I really wanted it. That's all I dreamt about in my childhood. My mother bought her house in her late 30s. And so I felt like, I'd have to work a long time. I may have to work really hard. I may have to save up just to have the money to buy the house. And I didn't want that. So because having a home was such a huge dream for me, I say, I have to get creative. I have to do things differently, and I have to find a creative way to come up with the deposit for the house because I can't make this dream go away. So around then, that was back in like 2008, and Caribbean Estates was being built around that time. And that was way, way before the malls and the highway existed. And so this was the perfect time for me to be buying a house and to be buying my first house. I did excited because the prices weren't as high as yet. And I know that they were only going to go up higher. But I needed the money. I needed the money for the first deposit. And I could take my time and save up little, take my little time and save, but that would take really long. I needed to come up with the money faster before the prices went up higher because I knew it was gonna go up. So I decided that I was going to get a side hustle to acquire the money faster. Caribbean Estate back in 2005 when they just started building was 3 million Jamaican dollars. By the time I was ready to start buying now in 2008, why they reached $8 million Jamaican. That was a lot of money and it jumped up very, very fast. I know then, like, look here, I have to get in, I have to kick this side hustle into high gear because I need to find the money to buy this house before it went up. So I started doing some teaching. I love teaching. I started doing private lessons, private tutoring, and I also sold some personal items that I wasn't going to use anymore. I really needed to come up with this money. So I did all of these things to get that money. My husband also started building websites for persons so he could put in his money as well. When we finally had enough money, I was so excited because now I could finally get that house. So we went in and we picked our unit, we put in the pin, and we said, this is the one we want. We selected it, but we never made the deposit right away because we say, we work so hard for all of this money. Let's think about it a little bit more before we say yes and give the money over to the company. So, we sleep on it a couple of days, went back into the office. When we went in, whoops, place gone. Place gone. Delay is danger. So that was very, very painful for us because we really wanted that specific property. But we say, what, we're not making it get us down. We found another one on the board, put in our pin, and we pay our money same time. We weren't going to delay again. The next part of the process was the paperwork because we wanted to get our mortgage started. So when you buy a house after the deposit, the next step is mortgage time. You have to send in your paperwork, meet all the requirements so that you can qualify for the mortgage. We shopped around to find the best deal, and then we eventually used one of the big banks in Jamaica to do the mortgage. And after many months of back and forth paperwork, back and forth sending forms, we finally got approved. But then what we never know was that we needed to now find closing costs. Closing costs? We were so young that we knew nothing about finding that closing costs at the end. We needed to pay the lawyer fee, other professional fees, and to also register and transfer the property into our name. So again, side hustle kicked in, took it up a notch because we needed to get the closing costs. The lesson in all of this, is that when you are planning to buy a house and your first house at that, it may seem like it's a big dream, it may seem impossible, but for sure, take my example, it can be a reality. Sometimes those dreams can seem very far-fetched, but we not give up. We can't give up. Wealth is possible, but we have to get creative. You have to take it on, make fashion. That's what we have to do. Whether it's a side hustle, and you can check out our side hustle guide if you want ideas on what you can do, or maybe you want to sell some items that you're not using. Whatever it is, challenge yourself to come up with the money, because when you challenge yourself, you get results. Remember, I tell you that home ownership is possible for everyone. We just have to get creative and educate ourselves around everything that's required so that we aren't blindsided. And we can also get in a state of readiness to buy this house. When you're buying a house, bear three things in mind. We need a deposit. We need to make sure our mortgage application is done and approved. And we need money for the closing costs to ensure that we can get the keys in our hands and we can push the key in our door and own our own home. Home ownership also gives you an income producing asset, which opens the door for you to buy more assets and build your wealth faster. That's how it goes. Because one house can quickly turn into two houses, which can quickly turn into three houses. And this is what generational wealth is built on. This is the kind of legacy we want to build. Money, 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 we say. But it all starts with purchasing your first home. If you're just starting your wealth journey, focus on getting that first income producing asset. First things first. We have to use creative means to make sure we get this asset, and then we're going to start building on top of that. Build from there, because that is how you build this real estate portfolio. Slowly, slowly, slowly build up and you buy more properties, and the rest is history. But you have to start. So which part of this story hit you? Which part resonated with you the most? I hope that I helped to show you that home ownership is possible. It's not a far-fetched dream, and it can be a reality. Drop in the comments also more topics that you want me to talk about so that I can make these videos and keep the knowledge flowing. Thank you guys all for watching, and don't forget, subscribe to the Profit Jumpstarter channel if you want more tips and advice on managing your finances.